All right. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. All right, there we go. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm still working on this background. For some reason it's doing what it's want to do, and I don't want y'all to see this mess behind me. So let me figure out how I can get this background right. Today is Wednesday. Let's see what kind of mood am I in. What kind of mood am I in? It's Wednesday, January the 29th, and it's 2026. So y'all know how we doing this. Y'all know how we doing this. Let's see what my
Wow. There we go.
I'm on a show. Joe Mo, what's happening, brother?
Hey, there's somebody I can talk to. What's up, Bo? You got DVP talking about it January 29th. That boy lost his mind.
Oh man, he faster than we thought, man.
Man, listen, I've heard about being behind the time, but dang.
That's cool, man. Listen, you can't hit a brother when he's not on the screen, man.
Oh, best time. Best time.
That's true. That's true. When he's not looking.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Turn around.
Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear. Looking fly, good brother.
All right. It's July the 29th. Man, hey, get up off me. Get up off me. let me bring the boss to the stage.
Oh, damn.
Man, Sherry, what's up? Somebody ain't been paying some bills.
Sherry coming on looking like Dr. Doom. What's up? Come on, Sherry. Turn on some lights so we can see.
Yeah, I mean, we need to have one pretty face on the show. What you doing?
For real. Oh, there we go.
All right. We got two people. What's up, lady in the back? I forgot your name.
I figured out with the Taliban. She probably been held hostage somewhere. Let her do the show.
Knowing Sherry, they returning her.
You know she'll never have a mic on. I don't know what be going on.
Yeah, she's trying to signify you ain't got no mic, man.
Y'all stop talking shit. How about that?
Hey, go on and introduce us to the hostage taker.
I ain't holding no damn body hostage.
No, she holding you hostage.
Who's holding me hostage?
We all seen somebody in the background.
Oh, you talking about my classmates? It's two of them. Hold on, let me let them say hello.
Hello. Are y'all safe? Are y'all safe? Put two fingers up if y'all safe.
Yeah.
Y'all safe?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, you got
one. See, you can't trust them. Can't trust them.
But we know who they hang with, so we know they can't be trusted. They probably went to White and the High too. So let that ride.
No, you know.
The purple dogs, one of them.
Oh no, he ain't part of no. He ain't part of no. Are you part of a frat? DVP.
Q Dog.
No, I'm part of a gang, but I don't think that's the same thing.
He talking about he part of a gang. What gang? We know you hood.
Anyway, what's up, Mark?
He the boys in blue. What it do? What it do?
Hey, Mark, I got a question from one of the viewers for you.
What they say?
They
I'm on the energy drink.
The whole show.
They what?
They asked me if you were gonna stay woke the whole show.
Shit, y'all better be interesting. Fuck around and get bored. It's just like TV.
Just saying, you were looking so presidential in your nap. You know what I'm saying? You kept your head up, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, y'all.
You over there casket sharp, DVP.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to look something. Plus, I've been misbehaving. I didn't want people to ask me for my real name because I gave them another name. So, they're like, you got a podcast? Can we watch? I said, no, I don't come on regular TV. So just you know.
He just makes shit up as he go.
None of this. Ain't no need.
You so difficult, DVP. You just difficult.
Is there a point?
Yes,
What?
you're difficult.
Joe, Mo, don't they say consistency is the key?
You know
You are.
Yeah.
I am consistent. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about which meal you finna get.
Mm-mm.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm going to start this off. I just want to talk about being bougie. You know, I'm from the hood. I ain't got no shame about that. And I know that somewhere along the way, we all got these little things that are non-negotiables in our life for us. And you know what's a non-negotiable I just figured out?
What's that?
Fucking 2-ply toilet paper. Who the fuck came up with 1-ply? That's just some straight bullshit. You know,
I agree with you on that one.
every time I go somewhere and it's 1-ply, I be thinking, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. And so it's like, I understand why people walk around with toilet paper now. Because you go somewhere and you can go somewhere nice and they still got that 1-ply shit. And I'm like, who? Why? I've been so petty. I stopped dating a girl because she had 1-ply toilet. So I'm thinking all girls got 2-ply. All girls got 2-ply.
She rather have them 1,000 sheets. She got them 1,000 sheets. She ain't got 2-ply.
I'm thinking y'all got to care about y'all butts, but damn, you got the 1-ply and you ain't got no bidet. So I'm just trying to figure out what's up. So what's your so 2-ply toilet paper and grape jelly. You know, don't make me no peanut butter and jelly sandwich using no strawberry shit, no whatever. And I don't want no damn jam. It's gotta be jelly. So I'm just like, all right, let me just what's y'all little bougie shit when y'all go somewhere, if somebody ain't got it, you just be like, nah, I'm good.
Hey man, you just took me out with bidet, so you out bougie me right off the bat. Let me just get that clear. So I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, hold on. Let me just tell y'all that right quick. I went to a house that had a bidet, right? I didn't know what it was. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. Because I'm like, what's up? Because I'm like, this some bullshit. And I should have looked before I sat. But I'm like, ain't no toilet paper nowhere. What the hell? I'm supposed to just run over to the sink. I'm just like, man, hey, it was a good thing I had my phone with me so I could Google that shit real quick. And I'm gonna just say this. I don't know how nobody use them things. It's a lot of shit I think I could get used to in my life, but somebody squirting water up my butt, that's just, I don't think it's one of them. I don't like water being squirted up my butt. That's just, I felt violated. It's 2 times I felt violated in my life. I felt violated then. And fellas, I'm gonna tell you, you know how women complain about the toilet seat, how we lift it up? If you ever go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you think, forget that toilet seat ain't up, when my butt hit that water, I felt violated. That's why
Did you walk to the toilet backwards or with your eyes closed?
No, it was just dark. And I thought when I picked up the one thing, I thought I picked up both of them, but I only picked up the lid. But no, I mean, I did pick up both of them instead of just the one. Man, when my butt hit that water, I started calling 911.
Well,
I ain't like my butt hitting that water, so I felt every woman's pain when they complained about not leaving the toilet. So I was like, they ain't gonna never had a problem out of me again. Okay, anyway, now what's y'all bougie thing going on? What's y'all bougie thing?
Well, I guess I'm bougie because I got a bidet.
You ain't got no damn. You got a bucket with a can on it. Stop lying, man. You got that outhouse going with some new cut spangled moon on it. Stop lying. You got a bidet. Yeah, the only thing bidet you got is an air compressor. Quit lying.
And somebody wipe your old ass for you. We know you at that age, Jomo, so we understand.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I'm
glad I got mine and I enjoy it.
Do you really want to start that conversation, Mr. Diaper? Really?
You closer to being ever than me. And I bet everybody on that wall behind you got on diapers. Every one of your action figures got on a diaper. Tell the truth.
Listen, man, the way you sitting in that chair right now, I think you got a diaper on.
Sherry,
I'm just comfortable.
Over. It came in hot, boy. You better take over.
Sherry, Mo, what's y'all bougie item?
I don't know if somebody having it at something at someone's house or like, well, I'll say I'm not going to Golden Corral. Period. So that's my bougie thing. I ain't going to smorgasbord or buffet, whatever they call it. They used to call it smorgasbord back in the day, but now they, call it a buffet. I don't do buffets.
Man, you bullshit.
Mo, what you got?
Yeah, no, I think I'm reverse bougie, man. I hate when people do stupid uppity things. I don't like stupid uppity things. Like you said, from the hood, man. I'm not into the bougie stuff, man. And when I really hate it when people make a big deal out of what I consider stupid things, like caviar. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard of. I ain't paying a whole bunch of money for no damn fish eggs. Are you stupid? Yeah, nah, I ain't doing it.
Well, what would you pay a lot of money for?
That's a different story. Don't try to start no mess, man. Sit your ass.
I just asked a question.
I see what you do.
I just asked you a question since you say you want to spend money for it.
Not no fish eggs, bro. Not no fish eggs, man.
Because I guess I'm bougie because I know I just went to Wagyu House for dinner on Sunday, and I guess the money I spent would just be too much for you, Mo, and make me bougie.
No, what you eat? I talk about the fish eggs. I can eat.
It was Wagyu. It was like a upscale Korean barbecue.
Oh, I know.
So we had like four different types of Wagyu steaks, and a whole bunch of other shit.
No, I eat that. Listen, that's the most expensive steak in the world, Wagyu steak, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the people make a big deal out of certain things. Like they make a big deal out of that, but there's a reason why it costs so much. I know what it is.
Hold on 1 second, good people.
Hey, matter of fact, Mark, when you come back, we want to know if that steak melted in your mouth, because if it didn't, you ain't really had Wagyu steak. You had something else.
Well, see, do y'all still eat sardines?
I used to. Not
See,
no more.
I ain't eating sardines no more.
No.
I ain't never eat sardines.
Sardines, spam, it's some shit I ain't doing no more. I don't like fried bologna no more. I grew up, I got a job.
Yeah,
I'm not eating it. Back in the day it was a staple. Now, them fighting words.
Oh, you want to go deeper? I used to eat.
I don't eat the hot links. I don't eat spam. I don't eat corned beef hash. I don't eat hot dogs.
No. I used to eat what they call them, hog maws. Nasty. And pig feet.
I used to eat those hog maws. My mom used to make that, but I couldn't eat it now. No.
And Sherry, you put the hot sauce on them?
No, I ain't never ate hot sauce. I don't like hot sauce.
Like hot sauce? All right. Yeah, I used to eat them you put the hot sauce on them. Whoo, I'm taking a nap, boy, after that. Yeah.
You still eat?
No. We all got intelligence now. We know you wasn't supposed to be eating that from the start. You know what I'm saying? We got intelligence now. Oh, neck bones. Yeah. Hey, G-Boom said neck bones. Yeah, I used to eat those. Hey, G-Boom. They got the neck bones got a secret hiding space. It's a little hole. You suck the meat out of there. That damn meat is great. I'm telling you right now. You know about that, G-Boom? You know about that?
I still eat sardines in the can. Put them on the hot mustard sauce.
Hey, Mark, Mo got a question for you about your steak.
What you got? Oh yeah, yes, it did. It was damn good. I will say that the steaks were good.
Did it melt in your mouth? It's supposed to be really tender and good, man.
It was super tender, and it was goddamn. People with no gums can't eat it, but it was good.
Oh man, worth it? You think it was worth it though? Because you know that shit is expensive as hell.
Was it worth it? I'll do it again. I wouldn't go back to that restaurant only because I've been, and if I go to another one, somebody told me about another one, I would go and do it all over again.
Wow, that's the most expensive steak in the world, people. Mark living high in the hog, boy.
So maybe that we got to do. We got to do a street eat section when we go to restaurant. We got to come back and get reviews and tell people where they should go, where they should go based on what we've been to.
We can do it, but I'll tell you about Wagyu House. It's on Northside Drive, so it's a rooftop, so you can be outside, inside. Chose to be inside, but we could see downtown, so you see as far as the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, all the way from. But people from Atlanta, they said Northside Drive, more so the Northside 10th Street area. But like I say, looking back, you can look right back over to the city, which was a beautiful view. nice ambiance. Like I say, the food was definitely good. And like I say, my life is about experience, so I wouldn't do that experience again. But I go to a different restaurant and try it all over again.
Now you know you said something. You said something important right there. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Them experiences, because you know, if you don't, I know people that don't even try it. They're like, I ain't gonna try it. They just try it once, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if you like it. You know, it's like, yeah, I agree, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at an age now. Shit, I done did a lot. And now, I mean, it's all about memories. And all my life and all the people I done met and older people I done talked to, not one of them said, I wish I'd have worked more. They always talk about the stuff they wish they would have did. I wish I'd have did this. I wish I'd have tried this. I don't want to be that person. When I get old, I'm gonna be like, boy, I lived a hell of a life.
When I was a kid, you know how you from the hood, it's always these dudes who got that spool. They playing checkers or chess on it.
Yeah.
The old men used to be sitting by the stove and they were like, young blood, don't be like us telling lies about if you could have, would have, should have did something. If you get the chance to do something, ask yourself 2 questions. Is anybody going to die? Can it get you 5 years in prison? If the answer is no, go for it. He said, but we all lying, talking about all the shit we could have, should have did. He said, when you get a chance, do something. If it ain't going to kill you, if it ain't going to send you to prison 5 years, go for it. I'm like, you know, it took me a minute to understand the depth of what they were saying, but a lot of times we get a chance to do something like, and we keep coming up with reasons why we ain't going to do it. And you know, somebody had said one time, you know, the money I got now, that's for me. We keep saving our money. So when you gonna ever use this money? Because when you die, you can't take it with you. My kids got insurance. They don't need my real money.
And the people you leave it to, they gonna spend it faster than you saved it.
Yeah, because they gonna damn sure have some good experience while you ain't got nothing but a casket. But yeah, we, you know, especially, you know, we got to start experiencing stuff. I met some people who, like, they 5-6 years younger than me. They ain't never really been out of Metro Atlanta. They idea of going out of Metro Atlanta is Stone Mountain.
Wow.
It's like, you gotta be shitting me.
That's crazy.
And you ain't from here, Mo, but like some of them ain't down on that by Callaway Garden. So they really ain't never truly left the metro area. I'm like, you know, Callaway Garden ain't no real ocean, but if you just gotta get to some water, that's the quickest something to get to. But let's like what I said, I'm like, for real? For real. Your whole existence is the metro area. Your whole life revolves around 285. And you 50-something years old.
Now, DVP, there was a lot of people you played with thought going to the Polo Ground was out of time.
Bro, you know, and you know, it's crazy though. I got in touch with some of them, man. I'm surprised at how many boys got passports. And them boys talking about what we met up somewhere not too long ago, and these boys talking about they'd been out the country. I'm just looking at them like, damn, I would have never thought y'all would have left.
Never thought it.
Never thought it. And I'm just listening to the places. I'm like, damn, I never thought y'all would have grew up like for real. You know, it's like, I'm fucking impressed. But yeah, man, y'all gotta start going places, man. It's more to life than whatever little city. If you don't do nothing but go to another state, you ain't gotta leave the country. I know some of y'all scared to fly, some of y'all scared of ships, whatever. I don't know why. But man, you can't spend your whole life in one area code and one zip code. That to me is insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't at one time I didn't really like planes, but through my work, I was able to go to Singapore, Switzerland, Italy, Ireland, a lot of places. And it was just like, it's like your whole mind opens up. People don't even know how big this damn world is until you start traveling and going somewhere. And the differences, the food, man, just the food itself is so much different everywhere, you know, and the cultures and everything. It's amazing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, like every single place I went, there was something different. You know, like in Singapore, they got this food that you can't bring on the plane. It's outlawed everywhere. It stinks to holy hell, and you'll go to jail if you do certain things with it. It smells like, you know, it smells like a gas leak. It's horrible, man. It's crazy.
What it tastes like?
I ain't tasted. I can't get past. You can't get past. Listen, bro, I'm not the one, man. I can't get past the smell. You kidding me? It smells horrible. But they eat it like it's like cantaloupe or something. It looked like a cantaloupe, but it smells like gas, like a gas.
How about durian? It's called durian.
Durian, yeah, that's what it is, Joe. You got it right.
Yeah.
Durian is outlawed. It's a fruit that people eat over there, and it's outlawed in everywhere. You better just keep it in your house. It's crazy. Yeah. But anyway, I was just talking about like one of the experiences I had, and you know, it's amazing having different experiences.
I'll tell you this: when I went to Bermuda last year, tour guide took us to a little local spot for lunch, and they had fish, seafood, so I wanted a fish sandwich, and the lady was like, "Well, try this. You know, this is what most of the tourists, this is what we get most of the tourists. It was like wahoo fish. That's what they call wahoo." And I was like, all right, so I got the wahoo, but I was sitting there, and the guy next to me, she was like, "Your barracuda ready?" I was like, "Y'all serve barracuda?" They were like, "Yeah, I want a barracuda sandwich." "Nah, you ain't gonna like that. You know, it's real fishy." "It's fucking fish. I want a barracuda sandwich." "Shit, it's $20. I blow $20. Give me that goddamn barracuda." Boy, that sounds so good.
I got some barracuda boots.
Barracuda sandwich, barracuda fish sandwich.
Barracuda
amazing. Boots. I ate it up. Then I had to take some barracuda nuggets with me. But it's about experience. Try it. It was $20. If I didn't like it, so what? But I may never get to eat barracuda again. But at least I know I tried it. And the only reason I knew about barracuda was from Fred Sanford.
They said it was good.
I ate it. No, it was off the ship. It was a local fish spot. Oh, and okay. It was amazing. And if you ever get a chance to try a barracuda sandwich, try it. Good fish.
Yeah, and she said no.
You ain't gonna try a share.
No.
Why not?
Stop cutting your mic off.
She gotta read to figure out how to turn her mic back on.
No. Don't start no shit with me, Mug.
Why you won't try it?
I ain't trying no damn barracuda. Did it smell good?
It smell like fish.
If it stank and it's heavy, okay, so this is how I determine whether I'm gonna try something. If it smell good but it don't look that good, I'll taste it. But if it's ugly and it stank, I ain't eating it. I ain't touching it.
It looked like a fish sandwich.
No chitlins for her.
No, I ain't no.
I was at a Mexican place, and I thought it said some barbecue tacos, and she said, "No, I don't say barbecues. It said barracu." And I'm like, "Well, what is barracu?" And she was like, "Cow tongue." I was like, "No, I'm gonna pass."
Yeah. Woo! Wow.
Like, I thought it was just a typo. I'm like, "No, I can't. I don't want no cow kissing me. No, we good. They were like, "Try it out." Like, nah, it's just certain shit.
Man, cow tongue, try it.
No, my ex-husband said, because I always say to him, he eat anything. I don't care what it is. He telling you, if you cook it right, I eat it. And I asked him, would he eat a cow tongue? He said, "Oh no, I ain't eating nothing that lick his own ass."
Yeah. Hey, so I yeah, my mother, you know, she's from the South. She tried to fool me one day, man. She said she looked like she was snacking on chicken, right? And she said, "You want some?" I said, what you eating?" She said, "Just try it." And I noticed the damn drumstick was a little small. And I said, I was looking at it, I was like, "Nah, man, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that." That shit was rabbit. That was a little rabbit drumstick, man. I was just like, yo, I'm glad she had fried it up and it looked like a little baby chicken, little baby, you know,
chicken
drumstick. Yeah. Nah.
Man, you gotta try. And this is how I feel about food. Everything that you eat is because somebody gave it to you to try it. From chicken to ribs to any meal that you ate, your parents or grandparents or somebody close to you gave it to you to eat, and you eat it. And you like it.
Some of them now.
So if I'm gonna go somewhere and they say is there, I'm gonna try it. All this I don't eat it. Hell, it may taste good. If not, I just wasted $20.
So the hardest one I had to eat. Well, a lot of them, but this one was tough, man. I ordered sashimi. I was being a tough guy. I said, let me get that sashimi, and that's raw fish on ice. And I ate it, man, but my stomach felt like somebody kicked me in the stomach when I got done. It's like, oh man.
I mean, I tried at the Wagyu house. I tried kimchi for the first time. It was pretty good.
Oh, that kimchi is, oh my goodness. That's crazy.
I wanted to try it. I heard all the stories about it.
What it tastes like vinegar coleslaw?
I was going to say vinegar and cabbage, but yeah.
Vinegar and cabbage, yeah.
Yeah, but it was good to me.
I know one time I had some duck, and I didn't eat it, but my my youngest son, when me and his dad used to date, he called himself taking me to a fancy restaurant downtown and for my birthday. And so when I'm looking at the menu, I seen shrimp, but it said cocktail shrimp. And then I seen, I was looking at other stuff on the menu, and I'm like, what the hell is all this? But then I seen the duck. I said, oh, well, shit, it's a bird. Can't be too bad. Man, they brought me some duck over some rice. I was like, what is this? He was like, it's the duck you ordered me. I said, man, that look like a big piece of fat back on some rice. I ain't eating that. I'm like, y'all ain't got no wings. That's what I told her. Look, and the lady started laughing because it was one of them old ritzy, but we left and went to TGI Fridays.
Golden Corral.
I was satisfied. So, it was the time I was in Florida. This guy had took me out, and I ordered I think it was a red snapper, but I didn't know that it was the whole fish. And they brought that thing out there with them eyes on. I said, oh, no, ma'am. Send that back.
Oh, yeah.
Send that back.
I ain't gonna eat that. They're still looking at me.
Straight out eat at home. Shit.
Hey, well, that's the way they give it to you. That way you know it's fish. They do that in China all the time. In the Asian countries, they keep you got the chicken with the head on it, you got the fish with the head on it. It's real, baby. You got a question.
If it's looking at me, nope.
Nope. Oh, y'all, like we get ready to have our little study group. But next week I'll be on the whole time. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
All right.
And,
I would tell you to be good, but we ain't gonna ask for too much.
Mo, keep them in line, okay?
I do my best.
Okay, I know. You don't only come when you and Joseph, y'all the only two with some sense. So
They the only two with some sense. The nerve of you.
Keep them in line in my absence, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I certainly
all right,
will.
y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
All right.
All right,
That's
bye.
true.
Shut your ass up.
Hey, I hope y'all recorded that. We need that for a soundbite. Shut your ass up.
I know.
Oh, Cheryl make something out of it.
She will.
So what, man? I was we started out talking about bougie. I travel. I fly a lot. And I'm just wondering, man, I fly a lot. And I be trying to, sometimes I don't understand the way people travel. Well, I don't understand the way they dress. I ain't saying, most of my travel is business. So I wear a suit and tie. But I'm looking at some people, and I get you ain't got to wear a suit and a tie. You can wear some slacks and a shirt, or I don't even care if you wear a t-shirt. But what's up with this looking like you just got out of bed? What's up with these little coochie cutter shorts where you showing camel toes? And what's up with that? What's up with your breast popping out? I'm like, for real? And then you wonder why people looking at you. And it sucks to high hell because the whole time I've been flying, I can say with one glaring exception, it's always been somebody who look like us that's dressed like that. I mean, you see the white people, they got on oversized sweats, and the Asians get, they ain't dressed, but ain't nobody looking like they just woke up, or like they finna go to the strip club, or like they just got kicked out of the strip club, or like they trying to buy some crack. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And it's sad. I was looking at the little HBCU thing where they saying no more bonnets and do-rags. And I'm like, because I know some airlines started talking about they was going to start having a dress code. Because it's like, this shit is crazy. I mean, like, see the way Mark looking right now? See, if somebody got on something like that, and I just pick on you because you got a T-shirt on. If you got a T-shirt, I ain't got nothing to say. But this dude the other day, he got on a T-shirt, right? But it stopped right at his nipple line.
What? Oh, my goodness. They got him on the plane?
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, why, dude? Why? And then, of course, his underwear showing because his pants too big. And then the girl he with, her eyelashes is like they like 19 inches long. She got a bodysuit on that's too short because it won't cover her big ass, but it's got a triangle in it from, like, it's got a collar, then the triangle stop right below the collar and go out here all the way back down to her navel. And I'm like, why? Why?
God, dog.
Why? And it's like, and it's us. I used to think it was us who talk loud, but everybody kind of talk loud at the airport. And I'm thinking, it's the 21st century. Everybody should have a Bluetooth headset, a hands-free or something. Oh yeah, man. I was doing this project. We decided we just gonna put 20 cameras in instead of 16, and then I'm like, dude, for real. So, I like to hold my phone up and point at people. You're like, oh, you filming me? I'm like, you talking loud as hell. I might as well. I can't get no sleep because of your stinking ass. You think you special? No, I don't think I'm special. I just would like a little fucking quiet. This ain't the library, but damn, everybody don't even know what you're talking about, player. And it's like, why is it that we don't know we can't keep nothing? We can't keep nothing just, at some point there should be some standards. You know what I mean? And I wanted to say I was being bougie, but I'm like, nah, because the ones who got on shorts and shit, I really don't care nothing about them, but they still respectable. And my thing is, when you out in public, you shouldn't offend. You shouldn't do nothing that's gonna offend or make little kids look at you like, what the fuck? Because little kids are honest, and you shouldn't do that to offend super old people. But it's like y'all out here talking and other dude on the phone. Man, these motherfuckers at the airport, they tripping. Really? Man, these niggas on that shit. Really? What the fuck is security? Where the fuck is security? And it's like, just because you can afford to pay for something, which you really can't, you took out a loan, you did some EBT shit, don't mean you got to fuck it up for everybody. And it's like, what the fuck is up with these people? I'm just sitting there. I wanted to go live just to show y'all the foolishness and the fuckery, because I just be praying, man, please don't let them be in first class. Please do not let me have to sit next to one of these clowns. Just don't do it. And then, dude I guess he got upgraded. And he got to sit next to me. And this is a white dude now. And his whole business is why I can't get a window seat. And he acting like I can't fucking hear him. I've been a Delta passenger. I'm this, I'm that. Motherfucker, I can hear you. The fuck you mean why you can't get a window seat, bitch? Because I ain't moving. Well, can you?
So you weren't gonna give up your seat,
right? Can you at least let the shade up? No, motherfucker. That's the reason I get the window seat, so I can let this bitch down.
That's fucked up now. Let somebody look out the goddamn window.
Bruh, book your seat early and get your window seat. It ain't my job to entertain your retarded ass. No, it's not. Because if that was the case, I would pick who sat next to me too. No. Delta lets you pick your own seats if you of status. But if you ain't, shut the fuck up. Because the other ones don't let you pick it. But I pick my seats. And I want to, because I don't like all that bright ass light. I want darkness, Charlie Brown, darkness. If I wanted to enjoy the sunshine, I wouldn't be flying. I would be just sitting outside riding somewhere with the top off my Jeep.
Ain't nothing out there anyway. Ain't nothing out there.
I'm with you, DVP. When we fly, I hate to see us in the motherfucker damn near half-ass naked or with the bonnet and pajamas on. I do believe airlines should have, I think TCA should stop them from coming through. TCA should be like, hey, you ain't prepared. You ain't dressed properly to fly and turn their ass around. because it's getting out of hand and it's getting worse.
Yeah. It's getting
I
way
don't know.
worse.
I don't know where we went wrong when we just started waking up, walking out the house. Because go ahead.
When grandmama and them died and left us $1,000, we decided we wanted to fly somewhere. That's what we did. We finally got some money. We flying somewhere, and we gonna forget that. We're gonna act like we just woke up and we still walking around the hood, headed up to the courtyard. And it's like, man, this shit is crazy.
No, I remember man. Go ahead, Jamal.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you when it happened. Richard Pryor used to tell the joke when you got the baby calling the grandmama mama and calling mama by her first name, you're gonna lose. So what you have is a generational curse because we lost the generation, we skipped a generation, and that's what you see happening. I'm in complete agreement with that HBCU because I've taught on a college level, and I can tell you, there's some classes I've actually had to tell them, hey man, you can't come in here like that. No, I've turned kids out. I've said nope, Crocs and open-toed shoes, nope. And it's funny because it depends on where you are. I actually had a kid come in during winter, and yeah, I'll let you can figure out who he is. He came in with shorts and flip-flops, and there's 2 inches of snow. Now, I didn't know if he was having a psychotic break, but he wasn't gonna have it in my class. I told him, hey man, you go back to the dorm and you get dressed. At least let me know that you all right. So I'd send him home. Don't come in here like that. And like you said, you go to the airport. I saw. You remember when the big fashion thing was pink? Everybody, all these girls had pink on their whatever. I'm going to the airport. This girl, it looked like punk. One of the letters was missing. The thing was dirty. I wanted to slap the taste out that girl's mouth, man.
Oh my goodness.
The big I'll say this. When I was in working with a nonprofit organization, I worked for a nonprofit, and we used to do meals for kids at schools. And I'm dropping meals off at a school. Gideon's Elementary, which is over off in Pittsburgh. I'm going to the school, and the little boy, it's like 11 o'clock. Little boy come to school late. And he in the office, he like, your mama got to come sign you in. He go get his mama, she coming out, and all she got on is a robe. No bra, no drawers.
Oh my goodness.
Why y'all got me coming in this school? He here now. Man, you got to sign him in. And I'm sitting here like, I got pictures too. Because I couldn't believe that she came into school like that. And she raised holy hell about signing this boy in. It is 11 o'clock, ma'am. He's finna get out of school in a couple hours. You should have kept him at home. But that's it. It's crazy. People have no tact or decorum for where they going. I remember you dressed for the occasion. And that was a big thing. Now it's church started it. Church started it with that bullshit ass, come as you are.
Come as you are. That's the straight.
That's where it started.
And
that's where it started.
This is why I gotta disagree with you, Yolanda, because I tried to make it be young people, but damn, I seen some people my age who have got no fucking decorum. I'm doing funerals. I thought one of the church I do, I said, I can't keep doing these funerals. And they said, what's wrong? I said, man, every time I see one of these old dudes with their hat on in the building, won't take it off, I just want to slap the shit out of them. I said, y'all won't let me do it. I say, but you know, that come as you are, that's straight fuckery. They don't go nowhere else looking like this. I guarantee you, I done seen some of the people at the club, they dress way better than they dress for these funerals.
Yeah.
He came to a funeral last week. He had on some shorts, some Crocs, a bullshit t-shirt, and a New York Yankee baseball cap turned to the back. He came to the funeral like this.
Wow.
The funeral.
Wow.
And came with a cute girl who had on the black fucking dress. And
yeah, Yolanda, like, no draws.
I'm like, what I'm supposed to do? Cause Buddy gotta go. Buddy gotta go. I want to drag. I ain't even gonna ask him to leave. I'm just gonna drag his ass. I said, cause if the funeral is to pay your last respect, he's saying he don't give a fuck about old boy. He came for the food. And they're like, no, D, you don't want to do that. I said, yes, I do. Say you don't want me to do. Don't tell me what I don't want to do, because y'all know how I feel about this hat shit. Y'all know how. I mean, because I don't give a damn how poor you are. Everybody, and I'm gonna say everybody got a pair of fucking slacks. I don't give a fuck if they dirty. You got a pair.
I say this, DVP. I don't wear hats, but I got 2 hats that I wear when I, put on clothes. I ain't taking it off when I walk in no building. I'm gonna keep my hats on.
Smack your shit too. It's a funeral.
I'm
Pay your
with
last respect.
DVP, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
It's
I'm
a
with you.
funeral.
But again, look, man, you said right off the bat, you said the right thing. Look, depends on how you raise it. Here, let me tell you this. My son to this day is 32. He opens the doors for his mother and his sister and any women. Now, I can't say that about everybody else. So my wife is at the store and, son does this thing. Lady comes up, says, he's well trained. She said, no, we bred him that way. Yeah, that's the way it is. At least in my house.
And Mark, if you got this hat and I'm cool with it, leave that shit in the car. See, I wear my hat. Because I'm outside helping them come down the steps at the funeral. But when I walk into the building, guess what? I take my hat off. Even though the rule of thumb is, if I'm armed, if you got a weapon on, you can keep it on. That's a military thing. But I ain't in uniform, so I don't keep it on. Now, when I was doing honor guard stuff, I kept it on because I had a weapon. But if you got a hat, I mean, why are you trying to be styling at a funeral? Because that's what the hat's for.
What is the reason behind taking your hat off in the building?
It's called respect.
Respect.
Respect of what?
Well, you figured out.
Yourself.
Okay. Now, I'm asking. Respect of what?
I'm going to tell you. A hat is covered. When you're in the building is covered. So you no longer need a hat. See, women wear hats as fashion statements. They got the little veils and all the other little cute shit. Cute shit. That's for women. We ain't them. So the hat for us.
Like I just said, my hat goes with my outfit. So I'm wearing my hat. I'm not taking my damn hat off.
Pink.
So part of this is because I know DVP told me he was in the Air Force. I was in the Air Force. That we learned that. You learn that in the Air Force. Take your hat off.
I don't believe neither one of y'all smart enough to be in the Air Force.
Yeah, we was there. We was there. But
it won't be the first time you've been wrong, though, so we ain't paying your ass no attention.
But you got to take.
I need to see paperwork.
You got to take your hat off when you go into a building, and it's just respect, nothing more.
I believe that's just about as much as standing up for the national anthem.
See, if Marcus said he has religious beliefs, I could.
You showing respect for the people who fought for you the right to have a choice. Because I tell you something, ain't no soldier gonna never demand you stand up because we fought for you the right to have a choice. So you stand up to show respect for us who fought for you to have choices. You ain't standing up for the flag. And I try to tell people, you ain't standing up for nothing else. You're standing up for the men and women. It's kind of like voting. You know why we should vote? Because it's something our ancestors died for. It ain't because we have a duty. We need to show them respect. They fought for this. They wanted to vote like it wasn't nobody's business, and we don't give a fuck. So we're showing respect to the people who paved the way for us to have the right to do stuff. That's what it's all about. Nothing else. We'll make it into something else, like with the bonnet thing. Guys showing all these pictures, and it's so crazy. You showing a Muslim and you showing some Hindu people. Bitch, bonnets and do-rags is not the same. They doing it because that's their religion. Bonnets and do-rags is not our fucking religion. Bonnets and do-rags is a fucking sign of disrespect. Everybody know when you wear bonnets and do-rags. Out the shower when you're taking your ass to bed. Out the shower. Them do-rags supposed to help your little waves and shit out. For the public, take off and get in public. If the waves ain't coming, they ain't coming. But we keep do shit and it's crazy because, and I know me and Joe together, we ain't even talking about this. Some shit is racist, but some shit is just fucking stupid. And we try to make it race. And it ain't got nothing to do with race. It's just fucking plain common sense. We ain't gotta always be, you don't want me to do this because I'm black. No, I want to do it because you fucking stupid. The two are not equatable. And guess what? You're not even black. You a nigga, whether you black, whether you white, whether you green. When you doing nigga shit, you a nigga. That little Indian dude talking all loud, he's on some nigga shit. It ain't a racial thing. You don't get to talk loud because you're a fucking Indian. You don't get to talk loud because you're working at the airport. Bitch, guess what? I guarantee you the person on the other phone can hear you without yelling because we have all talked low before and people have heard us. Then nobody keep saying, huh. And if not, take your ass in one of them rooms. Take your ass to the lounge. Oh, you can't go to the lounge because you ain't got that shit. Don't, respect the people around you. That's it. When I'm out with my daughter and she gonna say what she gonna say, Oh, look at how they dress. Then everybody looking at her. I can't keep telling her to shut up because I'm thinking the same thing. And what we say, we just keeping it 100. We keeping it 1. Don't nobody keep it 100 like kids and old people. Because don't neither one give the kids ain't got no filter. The old people don't give a fuck about the filter. And it's like, but why we can't, sometimes it's okay to fit in. Sometimes it's okay. And like I said, you ain't got to wear a suit and tie, but ain't nothing wrong. Like I said, Mark, ain't nothing wrong with what you got on. I ain't telling you got to dress like me. But the crazy thing is, as soon as I get preferential treatment, oh, he must be somebody. No. People treat you like you dress. They treat you like, because all they got is a visual of you. So you show them. I guarantee they ain't treating no hoochie. When there's a space up there and the flight attendant or whoever it is be looking around because they can move somebody, I guarantee they looking at the presentation because that's all they got. And when you sitting there looking like, you know what I'm saying, you're going to rob somebody or you're going to go to first class and start passing gas, they're going to rock right by your ass. You might be the nicest person on the planet. Nobody will fucking know. Nobody. Mark, you were talking about the kids coming to school. What the fuck is you doing? Coming here with you. Because you, and every parent, Mark, you know this. Every parent know after a certain time, you have to check your child in school. Ain't no dropping them off. You got to check them in. So why did your dumb ass leave the house with your house coat on and nothing else? You thought you were going to be the exception? You don't even have enough juice like that. You want everybody to know you like that? Because I guarantee you, there are times they make an exception. I guarantee you. But you got to be a parent who's in great standing, that your word carry a lot of shit. But these other motherfuckers. Last year, my daughter had a program. They let the kids out early. When the program was over, it was 6 kids still sitting there looking all sad because didn't nobody come to see them. Ain't nobody there to take them. So they got to stay at school. And I was like, and they just looking all sad. And, you know, my daughter, it's like, you know, your mama phone number? She's like, yeah. I said, call. You know what I'm saying? We'll take you with us. Because they want to leave. They got somebody to hug out the little event. These sick. And I realize sometimes parents can't take off. That's why I say I hate when people say you make time for what you want to do because sometimes you can't. But damn, if you know you can't, as a parent, as a good parent, you're going to make friends with other parents so they can help you out when you can't do something. Because other than that, you're being selfish to your kids. What's up, Goopy Gubby? I hope I said that. Goopy Gubby? Goppy Goopy. I'm old. Blame it on that.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, DVP. Go ahead, Mo.
Oh, okay. No, I was just going to say, you know, I think like there's no appreciation anymore for like sacred spaces that demand respect. Right, 3 out the gate. DVP talked about one of them, but 3 out the gate. The funeral, right? Judicial process and ceremonial spaces. Those, I mean, people just come like whatever, man, and it's just like no. Those are 3 spaces that you're supposed to. You know, there's a expectation that you show up a certain way out of just for respect and to keep things orderly. And it's wild, man. I seen some. You know, I watch a lot of this. Facebook and whatever. I see these court cases, man. People coming in like they just came out the gym. You know, they came from the gym. Well, maybe they don't care anyway because they going wherever, you know. But in addition to that, you know, like ceremonies, we seen people doing stuff. I think we even talked about that girl doing that dance on the stage. You know, there's certain etiquette that you're supposed to, you know, go by when you talk about ceremonial spaces. And again, you know, we talked about the funeral. You would think if anywhere you're gonna show respect, it's gonna be at a funeral, for real.
But and Mark, you from here? Who was it that died? They had the funeral and they did a repass going by Blue Flame.
Shout it low.
And I wouldn't believe that shit had I not seen this shit in person. I done seen people who are so fucking disrespectful at a funeral. Everybody know who's sitting in the front row. The family, the ones who are truly affected. Here comes these young MFers. They got in front of the casket, broke out their phones, and went live.
Oh my goodness!
Fucking family.
Wow.
Really?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's one of them things. Like I say, don't take pictures. I ain't never taken a picture or video of dead people.
That's crazy.
It's not of them with the dead people.
Yeah, I ain't doing that either.
But
that's even worse.
That's what they did. That shot low thing showing that they were there.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
And it's like, what the fuck have we become? What the
Stupid.
fuck have we become? I mean,
told you
and,
earlier.
and somebody said this to me. Everybody on here got a cell phone, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure most of y'all done took videos. When was the last time you looked at one of them videos?
I go back and look at mine.
I
You
said,
talking about-
when was the last time?
You talking about
I
funeral
looked at the video probably about an hour ago.
So, have you looked at the video from 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, I do go back and look at them.
Okay, Joe,
I don't
Mine
do
be
videos.
random, but I do.
Mo,
I don't do videos. So
every great while.
and it's like
for
most
memories.
time we take all these videos and don't nobody never look at them again.
wait,
Any-
but let me tell
anybody-
you why. Let me tell you why. As a former law enforcement officer, I'm not taking videos for future prosecution. That's just stupid.
Well, one thing about my phone sends reminders and be like, on this day, such and
Hold
such
on.
year. And I look at
Let
the
me see.
memories. So that's why I look at my videos and
That don't
pictures.
count. That don't count.
Let me say this. Most of these young officers, all of them, all these new officers across the country got cell phones. So a lot of these cats, there's a teaching moment. So we're on a hot scene. So this guy's talking on his phone. Let me talk to you, officer. He says, well, yes, sir. So why are you on your cell phone? Well, I'm just making a call. I said, you do realize that if that cell phone gets subpoenaed for any reason, everything on that phone is going to be read by the defense
And share with the other side.
and let me go to the prologue. So one of these smart minds didn't believe Fat Meat was greasy, right? Gets subpoenaed. Let's just say he was divorced within 6 months after that subpoena. True story. True story. Because what happens when you get the subpoena, they can see everything. It's not just directed to that moment.
Oh my god! Yeah, because they got to they got to scan the phone, right, to see what they need,
Yes,
right?
indeed. Yes,
And-
indeed.
And Joe ain't gonna say this, but the first thing they scan, the very first thing is what you deleted. That's what they looking for first. What have you deleted? Hey, and it's crazy. If you want to keep a secret, don't fucking delete it, because they ain't finna go through all that shit. They looking at your deletion shit first.
Correct.
'Cause that's where the evidence is.
They look at the deleted logs. So
Wow.
and that's a true story.
That's crazy.
Mm.
Crazy.
But yeah, but I ain't looking at I wouldn't even want to look at no funeral videos.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
when do we start stooping so low that ain't nothing there? I mean, because all of us are black men. What's sacred to us now?
Well,
What is sacred?
Goody Mob said it first. They do it all for another nigga to see. They won't, because soon as they do it, they go straight to social media with it. So it's for somebody else to see what they did. Oh, I was here.
Everybody want to go viral. I'm like, this is straight fuckery.
I agree with you on that. It's horrible.
And it's like, man,
Yeah.
when did we become these people though? When did we become this?
They're
That we
slowly
don't-
declining and it's getting worse.
That we don't care about our family. We don't care about our kids. We don't care about nobody. And we can't care about us the way some of us look. And I get that I'm gonna be me, but then you get mad. We get mad when people judge us on our presentation.
Correct.
And to me, that's the sad. But like I said, I'm just watching this shit, and I'm just like, damn, why? And I'm looking. This crazy thing, the funerals. I'm looking. Now your little kid got on his little Buster Brown. He got on his little short set with the little pin up tie. But you got on a Chicago Bull jersey with matching sneakers. You got the red and black Jordans on with the jersey and some cut off pants, and for real, this what we doing. No lie.
Yeah.
Dude came to a funeral with a bulletproof vest on outside their clothes. I said, bro, I don't know what the fuck going on, but if there's gonna be some shooting, you're gonna get shot up here. Cause what you're not gonna do is wear that bulletproof vest. And I did one, and it was the best one I did. The mama came up to me. She said, baby, they told me you in charge. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, can you do something for me? If you can't, I'm okay. I just want to know if you can. I said, what you need, ma'am? She said, I don't care who it is or what they tell you. If they got on jeans, sneakers, t-shirts, or something with holes in it, don't let them in. I see, yes, ma'am, this your funeral. You know, I turned away almost 50 people.
Mm.
Dude figured because he
Hey,
ironed his t-shirt, his fucking t-shirt, that it wasn't a t-shirt. Bitches, because your t-shirt got creases don't change what it is.
Right.
It's a fucking t-shirt, player. I'm looking at the tag. The tag says Hanes. It's a fucking t-shirt. What you mean I can't get in here? And you got on Air Force Ones. Mon done gave me some rules, and we're gonna stick by these rules.
Hey, look, man, the lounges here got straighter rule, tougher rules than some of the schools. Some of the lounges, I used to hang out. You can't come in with gym shoes, sweatshirts. You can't come in with your gang shit, and you can't come in with your hat, Cartes Deuce, either straight forward or straight back. And they don't play it.
And it's like, so we know y'all know this because y'all at the club, but as soon as y'all leave the club, your dress code changed. Because, like I said, I work at a club. It's certain shit you couldn't wear in there. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. And the only time we make exceptions, I told them, hey, anytime somebody want to violate the dress code, I learned this from working another club. Make them buy a bottle at the door. You ain't finna sit down in because you ain't gonna do it. You got to buy a bottle to come in. Because if nothing else, we're gonna get your money. Because guess what we learned? When you spend your money, you ain't gonna act up.
And plus,
all that little flossing you doing at the door.
Bottle service is what, $200 base?
Yeah, but we're gonna make sure you spend some money because now you're gonna act right. You're gonna act right now.
Right.
Yeah, because
you're
plus
gonna get a big glass to act right.
If they coming in already violating the norm, chances are if something happened, they're gonna be part of it.
But see, you know, they gonna flash their little money. Oh, I got money. Yeah, and you're gonna probably leave with that same money. That's why you're gonna spend some of it now.
Yeah.
That you're gonna
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And
that's what I learned. Anytime you start, especially when you're dealing with younger people, make them spend money. Cause one something about us, it's 2 times we won't fight. When we dress nice and when we have to spend money. But we let you get in free, we relax that dress code, you're gonna start some shit. But
Jomo said something that's right. Schools, the dress codes of these schools is horrible.
Yeah.
And all because they want to buy in the seat so they can get that money. They let these kids wear anything. And that's where it starts.
Uniforms now. And that's why I couldn't be for uniforms. Because uniforms is almost like military. If everybody look the same, you don't have all these different divisions. You don't have people creating their own fucking dress code. You don't have to discuss what a line is. Everybody got to wear khaki pants and a blue shirt or whatever. It's shit. You don't have this. You don't have these girls trying to whatever. What's the shit called? When you got to wear your skirt so high or so low, whatever that shit is. You don't have that when you make everybody wear the same thing. And it's like, oh, well, so-and-so can't afford it. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Do a GoFundMe. But yeah, I totally support dress codes now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look,
I do too now.
That's why the public schools, the last 2 schools that I worked at, the first one, public school I like to call it with a Catholic school flavor because they demanded, again, and it was a public school, but there was a dress code. Boys couldn't wear earrings, none. I mean, man, I had so many earrings. I took them from the Chinese, the white, the Puerto Ricans, the blacks. I had so many earrings. I had my star number on my shirt. So I had one family come to me real tough. Why you take my son's earrings? So I opened my jacket up. I said, I take them all. I said, the only way you wear earrings in this school, because and here's the thing, I took them from everybody. It just wasn't from the blacks. Everybody earrings. I had some little Chinese kid come and talk about yeah, you understand English. Take that shit out. You know? So it's I mean, to this day, all my students still know, hey man, you still got my earring? No, but yeah, still I remember taking it from you. But you couldn't wear certain type of shoes. Girls couldn't wear open-toed shoes. And again, if you look at the Catholic schools, think about it. The Catholic schools didn't have the same amount of disruption as the public schools. And to your point, BGP, you didn't have all divisions. Everybody knew who was what. There was only one color, khaki or plaid or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Once you got outside, you could divide up. But once you inside that facility, you got one thing to do: learn. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
DVP, I know
I
you.
like that. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead, Mofo. You forget.
I like that. I like that model because it establishes equity, and it gets away from class economics because I'm poor as hell. So when I'm going to school, you know, I got holes and you know, tattered this, tattered that, and then you got this dude over here just got a damn outfit yesterday, right? And it's a distraction from many ways. It's a distraction in many ways. And I ain't had no girls because I'm doing that. He doing that. Who the girls gonna go to? They're gonna go to him. So I like that leveling the playing field. You know, everybody established equity, and now the only difference is gonna be in your grades. How you thinking? If you participating, how you doing in school? I think that's a good way to go.
Well, DVP, you at Mays in a public school. I coached up there.
I went there.
Where you do your mentoring program?
Okay. The mentoring I do at Mays.
And I say you at Mays. Okay, so I coached up there. So I know you probably seeing worse than what I saw with the dress code. Where they wearing these spandex shorts that stop in mid thigh, the tights, just exposing all their little private parts. And they're in high school with nipple piercing. He said, "That's just the boys. You stupid." But it was some girls up there had nipple piercings. It's like, come on, now they're in high school. Who parents co-sign for this?
Right.
Yes.
How you in school with fucking plunging neckline? What the fuck is that about? And you got some 62 double D's. What the fuck are we doing?
And because they won't get a check if a child ain't in the seat. Staff just let it go like, okay, it's fine. You know, I remember, like I said, I had custody of my daughter. I remember having a conversation with her about I wouldn't allow her to wear leggings to school. Why not? That's not appropriate for school. But then I go, when I'm at the school, like, damn, shit, 45% of the students are here in leggings. But you just can't do it. Now, you fine around the house, but not at school. So I do have a level of decorum when it comes to going certain places. You know, but seeing this,
you got a level of decorum when it comes to parenting.
No, because I still dress like I dress appropriate depending on where I'm going.
But you ain't gonna take your hat off at a funeral.
Hey, so Yolanda,
I ain't taking my hat off. I won't wear a hat to a funeral.
Okay.
Yolanda wants us to talk about Nolan Wells.
Joe, go ahead. Joe Mo, I know this y'all subject. I'm gonna just let y'all run with this until I gotta say what I gotta say. Then I'm gonna just back out because I know this is y'all. This, as my teacher said, this is y'all era of expertise.
Mo and I've had this conversation, so I'll let him kick that off.
Nah, I just
I mean, I know how to follow.
It's too many. It's too many. I mean, it's a lot of aspects to this, man. So I mean, just out the gate, man. I don't know this guy's lifestyle or anything. So everything I'm gonna say is just speculation. But
give us a little background first.
The boy took a trip with four of his friends, white teens. He's a brown boy, and he ain't come back home. That's the long and short of it. Everybody else went back home. He ain't come back home.
Correct.
All right, let me see. I could read. Let me read this. It says, 18-year-old who went missing and was found dead following a July 4th boat trip with friends to an island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. His family has called for a deeper investigation. And that's really all you kind of need, because we've seen this before. This ain't like a new thing, right? You go on a trip with your friends and somebody ain't coming home. But in this case, there's a racial component to it. He with a bunch of different people. I mean, I don't know this cat. That might be what he preferred on. But the fact of the matter is, how is somebody like he was 20%? He was 20% of the group was black. How in the hell that person go missing? Everybody else safe? Something wrong, if you ask me. But
and let me just say this, because I read and I stopped reading. He didn't go missing, from what I gather. He got left.
I
That's
put
a
it that way.
whole different animal.
Yeah.
It wants something if we all go out together and Mark
Yeah.
decide he want to go across the street without us.
Yeah.
Don't nobody. And it's like, you know, and I tell people, I try not to make shit racial when it ain't, but sometimes it ain't racial. I'm just say this: there's a point in time where you got to use a little good common sense, and it's, you know, you don't know who to trust, and that's the crazy thing about these kids nowadays, because everybody part of some fucking TikTok challenge where it say, let's see if we can kill somebody or we can get our lives together and do some crazy shit. But I'm like, I'm gonna steer the conversation for a minute. These are the top 2 reasons why I will never be against chipping. I know everybody think they want their privacy. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all think y'all need to hide from. But too many old people go missing. And I know Joe got a more current number. How many black women missing, Joe or Mo? Roughly.
As of today, 64,000.
If we had chips, we could cut into some of that shit. So when I hear y'all talking about privacy and all this, what the fuck are they going to need privacy? And if they need it that bad, then yeah, let's get a government access to it. Let's not make it for everybody, which I think is insane in itself. But I would love to, my mama getting old, my kids are kids. I would be against, hey, when they turn 18, if they want to cut the chip off, fine. But until then, what's our beef with being chipped? I don't want my kids going overseas. Mark, you got kids, Mo, when they go overseas, how much control do we have over anything? This ain't an episode of Taken where we can get there in fucking 2-3 hours. So yeah, I want to know where the fuck they at. Ain't but one way to know. And it ain't the phone, because if the phone get wet, it ain't worth shit. And it's like, come on, at some point, we got to stop being so ignorant and selfish. Oh, the government gonna be trying to follow me. Let me just break some bad news to y'all.
You ain't that important.
The government don't give a fuck about most of y'all. Kind of like Mark Zuckerberg don't give a fuck about y'all inbox. When people like, oh, no, don't inbox me because they looking. Who the fuck is they? Who the fuck is anybody checking your shit?
This is gonna sound off topic, but it's not. I'm gonna bring it back. But I'm on this. We took this little cruise. I think we went off the island of Bermuda, and you know they said there's gonna be gambling aboard. And I said, when did gambling start? They said we got to be out about an hour. We got to cruise for about an hour. I said, why? He said we got to be in international waters. I said, I know Joe already know what that's all about. I said, hey, probably DVP too. I said, why you gotta be in international waters? He said, ain't no laws there. There's laws in the other waters. Once you get in international waters, ain't no laws. I said, so what happened if I get stabbed up, throw overboard? Oh well. That is the craziest shit I ever heard, man. That's crazy.
No. And even with this, they asking for help for this little boy, right? I'm sorry, for this young man. But ain't we the same ones who keep preaching no snitching?
Yeah.
Until it hit home, now we want everybody to, it's like, and I ain't picking on him. I'm just saying, just in general. That's why I hate all these little bullshit cultures that we go behind, that we set up to keep us behind. Because when I go out of town, even now for work, it's a diverse group. But one something you ain't gonna do, even in my professional life, is I ain't gonna never ever go out and be the only black in the group. Never ever. Ever never. Unless I've been knowing you since birth. I don't know these people like that, and we damn sure ain't going on no uncharted territory type shit. I'm gonna be like, hey man, let's get on this boat. I'll be like, hey man, let's not. This boat need to have 50, 60 people on it. It need to have some shit where you can't accidentally fall over on it. Cause I'm sitting. I'm not standing and looking at shit. I'm sitting. If a mother gonna throw me off the board, they're gonna have to pick me up and knock me down. They're not gonna be able to just walk by and drunkenly push me and be like, oops. So and it's like I don't get it. And we always want help from everybody else. But when somebody asks us something, I ain't seen that, I ain't snitching, I ain't this. But like I say, and I get it, don't nobody want to give up their phone. And the crazy thing is, I'm gonna let you talk more. The crazy thing is, are you saying what's on your phone is more important than find out who killed this man? At some point,
right,
there's a weight system. There's a weight system.
right.
Joe know, I know. If something was to happen to our spouse, we ain't got no options. We got to give up some shit. If we truly want to be found, if we don't, we look a certain way. We might not have nothing to do it, but we know what the process is. We just gotta hope and trust that they don't violate other policies, our privacy. But if we ain't did shit wrong, okay, so I like Pornhub, whatever. They ain't got nothing to do with who missing. But we gotta do better. And again, I'm gonna get Joe to co-sign. People will always say what the cops ain't doing. But as cops, you can only do as much as the public help you with, because we weren't there. So if there are no clues, it ain't a whole lot we can do if won't nobody talk to us. Ain't a whole lot we can do.
Yeah, and just going back to this Nolan Wells case, how is it even possible that you was with a group and nobody know nothing? Nobody don't know nothing. That's the craziest shit I ever. Don't nobody know nothing.
It ain't even that they didn't know nothing. It's that they went home. Cause ain't no way. I've been out with my friends. I've been out with friends. And guess what rule number 1 is? Well, 1, go, we all go. And 2, we get in our cars. Now, what you do once you get in the car and we separate is on you. If you double back, that shit is on you. But as long as we on foot and we walking, see, I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to fucking Arizona. When I meet up with these 2 gentlemen, I guarantee wherever they take me, when I be like, I'm good, I'm a lead, I guarantee you ain't now one I'm going to just let me walk off by myself. I guarantee you ain't now one I'm going to do that shit.
Not
I'm
on my watch.
DVP. I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. They ain't finna let me walk off.
No.
What the hell y'all doing? And 2 of these gentlemen, I ain't never met them in person. And they gonna still make sure I don't do nothing crazy. What Mo said, under his fucking watch. Now, once Mo put me in my car and I'm going back to the hotel, if I decide to do some stupid shit, Mo gonna be like, hey man, I seen him get in the car.
Officer, I dropped him off at the airport at 12:56:02.
And I'm gonna say this, and I ain't never met these 2 brothers, but I guarantee you they ain't even gonna let me catch an Uber back to the hotel. They're gonna take me back to the fucking hotel. They're gonna be like, oh, we took him to the hotel. Now what he did after that, we don't know. But I took him to the hotel and dropped him off at 9:52.
Yeah, and so DVP, you hitting on a good point, man, because what you just pointing out is that me and Joe are gonna, you alluding to the fact that me and Joe are gonna feel like we have some kind of responsibility for you. You
for
coming
a grown ass man
into our space, but you in our space. You know what I'm saying? You came to our space. We gonna make sure you get the hell out of here, and we ain't getting blamed for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I'm like, how well did you know these brothers, Nolan? If they feel like they have no damn obligation to you. Not zero. None. I ain't going. What? I ain't gonna be on the boat with you, man.
Okay. All right. Too late. Now you can charge me up. All right. Let's get to some other real core stuff. I had this conversation with Mo earlier, and Mark and DDP, you got to know something. There's a person that is, of course, I won't batter his name too much, but there's been a lot of negative talk about the lead attorney, and some of that talk is warranted. Let me tell you why. When Trayvon Martin was shot, myself, let me just deal with me. I called that dude not once, not twice, 3 times personally. I was going to fly down there and help him run his investigation. Now, do you think that I might have been able to help him with something?
Does his name rhyme with the president?
He's not going to do that. Don't do that, DVP. He's not going
to. Yeah. But here's the thing. So he may be an attorney, but he's not an investigator. I volunteered, and the punk never called me one time. So now, that being said, let's just segment that for a second. One thing you've got to remember about our kids is that, and I'll say, including Mark too, none of us have taught our children to hate. You can't say that about the other side. Think about that. None of our kids, if you took one of our kids, or any child, let's just start with the child base. a child by himself. You put a child in the room with other kids, the little boogers will be eating each other's boogers, playing with snot. They only get jaded as they get older. But even during that time, I cannot say definitively that anybody in this group, as we sit now, has ever taught our child to hate. Now, remember, they come from a society that has been taught that you don't like them because they are different. It doesn't go the other way. So it doesn't disturb me that he went with these guys because he trusted them. Now, would you see one white guy with about 10 black guys? Probably not.
Not normally. Unless
Not
he's
normally.
mixed and he come from that. You know?
Yeah, but we're talking about people from Texas. You gonna tell me that you can find 10 white guys or 10 black guys and one white guy from Texas gonna hang out together? If they're on the football team, yes. But that's only because they're at football practice. But once they leave practice, that's off.
They had to grow up in the hood to get that.
If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Your audio's off a little
I'm gonna say you're wrong about that, Joe.
Your audio's off a little
One, depending on how long you play football together, you get a nice tight bond, and it's almost like family like.
You didn't understand a word I said. You missed the whole
I
thing.
understood what you said.
No, you didn't. You could, because you got your hat on. But my point is this:
But go ahead.
would you not agree that the familial situation is different from us and them? Would you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. And that tends. And here, I'll say this and I'll leave it alone. I guarantee you, with the right questioning, and it's an old trick, you break everybody apart and you question them a certain way. Now, having extradited a guy back from Texas law is different than Illinois. Trust me when I tell you, Texas criminal law is totally different than most places, and people don't understand that. How they conduct their investigations, now that might be a different thing, but investigations are investigations. Those are given. And there's certain things that you do in an investigation that are grounded in not only routine, but law. And I guarantee you, given the right set of circumstances and people, that this investigation could be brought to a close real quick. And I'll leave it at that.
If they invited them Texas Rangers in there, because it don't take them but 3 days top to find some shit, because they got a different set of rules than everybody else in the country.
And again, what you just said, so people know this. In Illinois, you cannot, it used to be you could hold somebody 72 hours before you had to either bond them or release. In Illinois, that's changed. It's now 48, actually 44 hours. So do you think unlike TV, where they solve a murder in a half hour, even if you had a murder in custody, you still have to gather the evidence, you have to present it to the state's attorney, and you have to have your evidence sheet and everything else lined out. That takes longer than 48 hours. Trust me, I've done it, and I can tell you that for a fact. In Texas, they can hold you incognito 72 hours, though. And in some cases, depending upon how they write the paper, they can hold you further.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to. Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead, DP. Go ahead. I got my.
I'm gonna say the one something, and I ain't disagreeing with Joe, but I'm gonna say when they don't teach them about hate, they do teach them elitism. They say it. They do stress. Okay. Hey, you can have some other friends, but know that you're better than them. Know that they're not of our status. So it may not always be hate, but it ain't never equality. It's never equality.
And I had a similar comment. I wanted to say that because Joe brought up a good point. So just thinking about it when Joe was talking about this, what I came up with, blacks are not taught to hate, but whites are not taught to like. That's two different things. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. It's interesting because whites are not taught to like. They're not taught to embrace black people. You know, for the most part, that doesn't happen. But I don't see like organizations where we hate white people and this and that and marching. You don't see us marching and all that. So whatever though. That's just observation. My observation.
But
listen, Joe, Lyndon Johnson said, let me give you this. Lyndon Johnson said, if you convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, he'll give somebody a look down and he'll even empty his pocket. That's a quote from Lyndon Johnson.
Yep. Yep. Heard that one.
Joe, wasn't it in Chicago where the girl was with her black friends and got found in that freeze or something? Was that Chicago?
Well, actually a suburb, yes. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. And it's like, it to me, it just goes back to the point where we want to give them, I get it as parents that we want our kids to do better than us and have shit we didn't have. And it's crazy because even though our parents couldn't keep up with none of us because they didn't have none of the technology, most of us was never a full government name yell away from home. You could be fucking 3 projects down. When mama said your first and middle name, or you heard the humming of that street light transformer, you turn it to the fucking flash. You could run 3.5 miles in 4 minutes or less. And it's like, but there was still a system, and you still didn't go nowhere by yourself. When we went to play football at other neighborhoods, what we do? All of us going, and all of us coming back. It ain't no 1 or 2. It ain't no 1 or 2. It's 9, 10 people at a time. Ain't nobody got no car. We walking them fucking 7 miles to go play football. We're gonna walk them 7 miles back. And we're gonna go to 7-Eleven or the little quick shop. We're gonna steal some candy because it's gonna be 2 minutes of one road at the store. They can't watch all of us. Everybody steals something. The first somebody he say hey to, you drop your shit, everybody else run out. But we and I don't get again. And it's part of the thing where we did lose a generation of leaders. We lost a generation of people who could explain something to us. And I was telling somebody, at the end of the day, if I'm being totally honest, it's DVP fault, it's Joe fault, it's Mark fault, it's Mo fault. Because as we ascended and left the hood, we didn't want to go back. We started having families and other shit. We didn't have the time to go back and make up for some stuff. And it wasn't that success went out ahead. We just had to reprioritize. When you're single, you can go back and do a lot of shit. But when you got a family, your family becomes more important than the neighborhood. Mark Toy, when he raising his daughter, that's the most important thing to him. He liked coaching football. He want to go back and do some of this shit. I could do mentoring once my kids got older. But when they were younger, I need to give them all my attention. I got to make sure that they're good. I don't have the same kind of time. And unfortunately, the ones who can give the best lessons, they got locked down by somebody. And then they had to become responsible. And it sucks. But that to me is a basic truth, because most successful dudes that I have run across, most dudes who have come up, they got good stories to tell. They could be extremely helpful. But most of them got families too. They just don't have the time no more. Because, you got to take care of your wife. You got to take care of the kids. You got to take care of responsibilities. That's 19 hours right there. Then, oh, God, you still got to sleep too? So when you got time for anything else? We can't, somebody say, oh, man, you a sellout. You don't never come back to the hood to do this no more. If that's what you
I ain't coming back.
I come back when I can. I just don't have the time. But I'm not coming to hang out with y'all when I come out.
Yeah,
I'm coming to give y'all some lessons to tell y'all can get out of this shit. But y'all don't want to get out of it, so I can't waste my time. When I find myself with a free 90 minutes, see, when I come through here, all y'all want to do is smoke and chase high school girls. See, I don't want to do that shit no more. I don't want to do that. What are kids that I can help? Where my peers that I can say, hey, man, this is a better way out of this. Like when me and Mark started talking at the beginning. And like I said, this ain't gonna mean nothing to Joe and Mo, but I played with a group called Soul Patrol. If you'd have tell anybody that any of them boys was gonna grow up to be something decent, nobody would have believed you. Them was all career criminals, all of them. Not most of them, every fucking single one of them. Mark, if you're being honest, they are more likely to be involved in a shootout than saving somebody's life. All of them. So when I got back with them and they talking about they got passports and they've been to Italy, they've been to Morocco. I'm like, Morocco? How the fuck? I would have never thought you knew what the fuck Morocco was. I'm just sitting here and I'm
that's
just
Morocco.
Like amazed. You went where? They ain't talking about they went to the Bahamas, because that's where everybody go. To me, Bahamas is fucking New York. If you went to Bahamas, don't tell nobody you went nowhere. They just don't count. Don't count unless you said that was your first trip, because that should be everybody's first trip, just so you can you in Georgia you can get your 1 or 2 day cruise to see if you can handle being on the ship.
Yeah.
But when we
And it
listen,
was
we listen to what they do. Mark, like I say, Mark was like, for real, because I'm like, damn, these dudes got passports.
what he talking about is we talking about adults over 18
Shit,
that
over
went
25.
over 25, 35, 45-minute ride from Atlanta. They thought it was out of town. True
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Never had been on Bankhead.
Hell, they ain't never seen horses for real. We
I
seen
believe
the
it.
Cowboy come through in the thing, and see, y'all know the Polo Ground. That's where we went to play, have some flag football tournaments. That is a whole nother fucking world. It don't look nothing like where we from. We see big ass houses that's got big ass spaces between them. It's but most of them ain't never seen. And like I say, for them to be where they at now, I was impressed. But
I am too.
as a race, we gotta start doing better. We can't keep letting the past keep holding us back. We can't keep holding on to what happened to our grandparents and this. You can sell weed, you can buy a fucking $8,000 radio, but you can't take your ass to Spain, to Italy, to fucking Jamaica. You got an $8,000 radio in your fucking $2,000 car, but you can't
Hey,
go to Jamaica.
hey, so DPP, I remember y'all probably seen this. I remember when I was in the hood, people would actually make it seem unattractive to leave the hood. Be like, this is my block, this where I'm at, this and that. And, if you tell them you going somewhere, they're gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be going. You can't hold down the block. You know what I mean? I'm like, man,
Yeah,
I
get
gotta
shamed
expand
for
my
it.
horizons, man.
You get shamed for it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. And it was a time though I bought in, man. I was like, yeah, I gotta be here to hold the block down. And then I was like, what the fuck am I holding down?
Right.
The block.
Yeah,
Whatever that means.
I ain't holding nothing, man. Let me get the hell out of here. Get out of here, man. Yeah, hey, so Mark, I wanted to ask you this because our ex-law enforcement or present law enforcement buddies, they got a different comment. I want to hear from another civilian.
A criminal.
Do you think, oh, he's a criminal? Okay, I want to hear from a criminal then. Mark, you a criminal. All right, criminal Mark. This is what I got. This is what I wanted to ask you, man. Going back to the last conversation. Do you think, so these are the two people I'm talking about, Nolan Wells and Shanquella Robinson, both went on vacation with people and didn't come home. And I'm wondering, do you think it was cloaked hate or fair weather friends that got them killed? You know what I'm saying? Because when you go with a group of people, you're supposed to be like, yo, they cool, I'm coming back home. So I'm just curious what you think.
With Shanquella, that's the one in Mexico or in another country got killed on vacation by our friends. That was just some hate. That's hatred. That was hate.
Straight hate.
And I say that with that because y'all pretended to be her friend because I think she was footing the bill for the trip.
Yep.
But get her over there, and then you treat her like shit, beat the hell out of her, and kill her, and all them walk free.
Yep.
So that's nothing but hate. For whatever reason, they had a strong hatred towards her. Now with this Wells, that's a little different because I look at it as he went with his friends. I mean, you know what I mean? 18, so I'm thinking he's his friends, but we don't know what actually happened because it's a rumor that he linked up with a girl over there and wanted to stay on the island. With that being a rumor, I can see that happening. You know what I mean?
But listen, man, I broke out from the group and got paid up. You know what I'm saying? I broke out from the group and got mine and then linked back up with the group. You ain't supposed to die because you break off to go with a girl.
No, but if you break off and they like, hey man, we finna go. Hey, you come with us now, you gonna stay. And it's been times I've been in that situation. I've stayed. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? But hit me when you get, and the thing is, hit me when you get somewhere safe. You know what I mean? So I can see it from that standpoint. It's just gonna be, they're gonna have to put in some work and really do an investigation to figure out what actually happened. And getting those cell phones would be the first thing to figure out what kind of conversation they were having. To when he left, did y'all know he was leaving? Did y'all do something to him? Because it's crazy, from not having just these bits and pieces that the news throw out there just to catch your attention, and then we as a people taking it and running with it and taking it to a whole nother level. So it's interesting. But
when do we lose our street sense?
Yeah, well, yeah. I was gonna say
when Coochie involved.
Yeah, but see, you make the assumption that they had street sense,
right? Because if you look at the family, it looked like the whole thing is watered down, man. I'm gonna leave it at that, though. I don't know the pedigree, but it just looked like, like Joe said, probably wasn't no street sense from the get.
Again, I'm gonna go back to our upbringing. For me to hang out with Mark or Mo, my mama know they people. I don't get to hang out with nobody with adults ain't met. Cause my mama can't beat Mark and Mo, but if something happens, she whatever apartment they stay in, whoever the oldest person in there, that's who finna catch hell.
I can see that.
I can say through each and every fucked up marriage I done had, for my kids to go stay somewhere. Oh, the moms knew who lived in wherever they were staying. We ain't never sent the kids somewhere where we ain't got an address or 2 phone numbers. And somebody done spoke to somebody else. Ain't no texting, ain't no none of this. Parents got to meet face to face. I need to see who it is. So when the old bullshit, I talked to somebody over the phone. Oh, no. I need to see a face. I need to shake your hand. I need for you to feel this firm grip. I need for us to accidentally bump so you can feel these pistols. What we doing? And I say, it ain't easy being no parent. Ain't nobody gonna never say that. And there's certain things you got to do to be fucking overprotected. Your kids going to hate you. But one something about it, they live through that hate. Because we all been to a point where we want to do something, and our parents didn't want us to do this, and we ain't like them stinking ass people. But here we are celebrating another birthday because them stinking ass people didn't let us do that shit. And it's like, I know we keep talking about it, skip the generation. But damn, the parents, you don't know, simply knowing the child is not enough. Because once you know the parents, to Joe's point, once you know the parent, you kind of know how the child is being raised. You get it from conversation with them through your learned ability of discernment. Because your kid may not have discernment. One of my, as I was saying, man, 2 of my kids, they special needs, they think everybody cool. So now they can't just go nowhere. I got to see their parents and see how their parents interact, because I can tell, this little parent right here, their child might be kind of cool, but this parent ain't really into black people. You can tell, hey, Joe, you can tell when it's time to shake hands. If they give their whole hand, or they just kind of alligator arm.
Give you the finger.
Hey, I got black friends. I don't want them touching me. You know what I'm saying? We wave, but I don't really want black people touching me like that. And so it's like, hey, I know you like this little fella, but this shit ain't gonna happen because they mom and dad are like this. You're not finna get caught up in that bullshit. Because this is shit that, whether they admit it or not, whether they teach it or not, it's learned behavior. They kids see it. The kids over here. Because we know as kids, we heard everything we weren't supposed to hear. So I may not be a racist, but I know my mama don't like white people. So what happened if she feed me every day? I may not dislike white people, but I don't like them because I keep hearing it over and over and over and over and over again. How they gonna do this? How they gonna do that? So the parents, it sucks, but the parents it's a big burden they gotta do. We all want our kids to do better. We want them to go to schools that ain't all black, unless it's college. We want them to have that experience, but we want them to be able to mix and mingle. But we still got to step up and do a good job of parenting. That don't change. And then here we are. We want somebody else to be the parent because somebody knows something. Somebody always knows something, but you don't know who to go to because you didn't do your job as a parent. You didn't vet who they're hanging out with. You just, I trust my kids to make good decisions. They fucking kids. They ain't had to make no hard decisions. Like the hardest decisions they done made since the 12th grade is whether to cheat on the test or whether not to cheat on the test. That's pretty much the hardest decision you got in fucking high school, to cheat or not cheat. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Let me ask y'all guys a question. You can take it however you want, whichever way you want to, whichever one want to go first. But I'm wondering, I saw a case today. I watch a lot of these court TV joints, and I saw a case today about a mom that kept the son from the dad, and told him that she was keeping him from the dad because the dad wasn't paying child support. She kept him from the dad for about 18 years, right? And so this was what the case was about. And I could go through the details of what happened real quick, but in the end, the dad had all the records. He had paid child support. The mom was lying and kept the son from him. But my question is this: should that be a crime? I'm thinking that's criminal. Should that be a crime? And what should happen? And I'll leave it at that. Y'all take it however you want, whichever one.
I'm gonna let Mark go first. I want Mark to answer this one first.
Should it be a crime? Yes, it should be a crime. Because if the dad don't come around, it's a crime. So if you're gonna keep the child away from the dad, it should be equal to playing field. It should be a crime.
Good. Mark, thank you, boy. That's good.
Because in that time, it's for me. I was on both sides of the fence, so I can speak from experience. Early years of my kids' life, I was a deadbeat dad. I went shit. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. But it was to make her look good and to make me look bad, regardless of all the things I did. So I was in the mindset that she had 2 weeks to turn the kids against me. And I had 2 days to make them think I'm the best dad ever, which was crazy. And it was times that she wanted to keep the kids from me. I'd been to court for contempt of court multiple times, with me having visitation and custody. And she did it. Went to court, slap on the wrist, and it's crazy. But to answer your question, it should be a crime. A jailable offense.
Yeah, I think so.
Joe?
Wow. It's a crime. It's a moral crime. It's an ethical crime. It's a crime against mankind, period. Because as many deadbeat mothers we know, the ones that are trying to do right can't do right. And the unfortunate part is, and this is going to sound probably hedonistic, probably chauvinistic, but the courts really don't help, particularly black men. And I've stood in a few courts on both sides, not because of my own kids, but I've had to testify for custody cases. And then I've got a nephew going through it. And same thing, that he sends his girl checks. She moves the kid all kind of places. The kid calls the father up and calls him all kind of nasty names. And I've seen the checks because they have to go through the courts, at least in Illinois, and they're in 2 different states.
Yeah.
So the checks have to go through the courts. So I see them going. And every time he tries to get a hearing, there's some BS judge that says, well, for the kid's sake, we shouldn't do this. So what you have is 2 systems that are fighting against us. Black men going into court, you really have to have one heck of an attorney and know what system you're playing into. Criminal court, you better come ready. You better come stacked. I've seen particularly in DUI cases, and it's fun. Going back to something we started this conversation on, how you present yourself is how you get treated. And let me give you a quick example. Whenever I take my car in to be serviced, I always clean my car. So my son was like, Dad, why do you clean your car before you take it in? Because they're going to clean it anyway. I said, no. I said, because when I take it in clean, guess what? Not only can I see their prints, they know I can see them. So if they're not doing their job or if they leave something dirty, they got to clean it up. Long story short, so somebody else in my family takes a car and it's kind of grungy. So when you get the car back, they're like, well, nothing changed. I said, well, look how you presented your car. But now let's take that into court. So if you come to court with gym shoes and shorts into a hearing, particularly in criminal court, and you've got this whole room full of people with shirts and ties, who do you think the judge is going to listen to more? Now, that may not seem like a lot, but it's very true. The first thing that my father taught me, and as I got older, I realized, shine your shoes. I'm like, Dad, why? He said, because the first thing they look at on a man is their shoes.
Yeah. Presentation, everything.
I kept my shoes, even my uniform shoes. I also glad they started letting us wear core fams. I couldn't see straight. Core, well, you know what core fams are. So, as opposed to leather, I'm, hitting them with the shoe shine with the lighter and the melting the wax on them. And, you talk about the spit shine, my shoes would look back at you and cuss you out if you look the wrong way. But again, presentation is everything. But again, back to your base question, no, it should be a crime. And like I say, there's enough bad actors out there that good ones don't get the props they need. Here come DVP. He done sat up. Let's go.
He got the prayer hands. Oh my goodness, there you go, boy.
Got to lay hands on somebody.
This is a two-parter. That's why I want Mark to go first. On one hand, I'm gonna say no, it ain't a crime, and I'm gonna explain why. And this is why I do this shit for free. Because every time a guy tells me that he can't see his kids, I ask him one question: have you legitimated them? And saying legitimation to the average black man is just like speaking Korean. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I say, until you get them legitimated, you have no rights. Well, I'm paying child support. Understand? You listening to the streets tell you some bullshit. When you got that child support paper, had you been going to the DVP School of Fatherhood, I would have told you, go on and sign up for that legitimation paper. I think it's $35 because you ain't got to get it served. You take that shit to court with you. Here, you can even tell them you poor. They'll give it to you for free. Download it. When y'all go to court, give it to the judge. The judge will give it to the clerk. The clerk gonna give it to the judge. He gonna give it back to the clerk. They're gonna give it to the mama. If she don't sign, you ain't got to pay child support. See, you can kill two birds with one stone. If she signed, you get visitation right then. But child support does not give you visitation. And that's where, in a hood way, we keep thinking that shit because, again, as black people, especially men, we got to stop being afraid of the court system. So a lot of times what we end up doing is being reactive. What's the first thing you learn in sports? You always catch the reactive. You don't catch the initial. At some point, my brothers, if we start shit first, they got to react. I tell everybody, oh, she won't let me see my kids. I got a court order. I say, and that's so cool. I said, this is what I want you to do. Know who your local sheriff's department is. Call them out and just get them to do a report. That's all you need. Get 3 reports. Because now she what's it called when you violate a order? She in contempt.
Contempt.
I say, because we have to start the paperwork. But what do brothers love to say? Man, I don't want to get the folk involved. Well, shit, she already got the folk involved. Well, I don't want my baby mama to go to jail. Bro, you got to pick your poison. Either you want to see your kids or you want to bitch about not being able to see them. If you want to see them, I can help you. I ain't going to tell you, and I ain't going to lie to them. I ain't going to tell you it's going to be easy because you're going to have to put in some work because you're going to have to show her she constantly violating this order. And she going to say you ain't coming, which is why you got to call the fucking cops and get a report. That's what I tell people. When I meet with brothers individually, if y'all got any kind of grief, any kind, I'm going to always tell the same thing. Do the exchange at a police station. Not her mama house, not her grandma. Do it at a police station. That way when you there, if she don't show up, you can get the police to write a report to say you was there from your pickup time is 5 o'clock. You was there from 4:30 because you can go check in and speak to them like you ain't got no criminal record. You just need that police to say that you was there from 4:30 to 6 o'clock and nobody showed up. That's all you need. You get them and you take it to the judge because especially now, the judges are being a little bit more harder when kids are keeping the child away from the dad, especially if he's trying. It wasn't always that way. And that's why I say, on one hand, I'm going to have to say no, because if you ain't done the work to get the baby legitimated because you're scared of the system, you putting this shit on yourself. You want to be at a point where you can keep blaming other people. Now, if you done did the work, you got your legitimation done, you got a visitation order, and she's still doing that shit. Yeah. Because guess what happens if she go to jail? You get fucking. But you don't want to do that. And I get every time I hear brothers say, I don't want her to get locked up. I don't want her to. So then just tell me you don't want to see your kids. You can't have it both ways though. You got to play with fire like she playing with fire. You can't
Now,
beat people trying to play checkers while she playing Chinese checkers on your ass. You got to use the system to work for you. You can't keep being scared of it because she weaponized it against you.
I agree with you, DVP, and I wish somebody would have told me that when I was going through all my ups and downs, trying to be a halfway decent parent. I didn't get that. Like I say, we didn't. I learned about legitimation by being misinformed by somebody it was called Family First. It was over by Washington High School. And I went there trying to get help with visitation and all that. And they gave me all kind of wrong ass information. Which first thing they say, well, you got to go put yourself on child support. I go do that. And like you said, I ain't got no rights. And when I get to court, if the child been legitimized, look who? I don't. But then, then I went through the process of getting them legitimized. And then, like I say, after that, I got the visitation and the custody.
Man, so
and they come. But
I just go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll just say this. This is just a gripe, man, because this stuff here, like I didn't learn this stuff. I heard DVP throwing some terms around. Man, I'm over 50. That's the first time I heard that shit. So just think about that. It don't make sense, man, that I could go through almost full life. It's because I don't have no kids. But if I had kids, then I probably would have been at least heard about them terms some. But my point is this. Nowhere through through the educational system or through any type of training did I hear any of that. If I'm not y'all probably got it because of police training. I took a different path, so I don't see that stuff. So the point is, what I'm saying is, I sat in classes and I took goddamn music, and I took, I took goddamn. If y'all could teach me music and modern history, which y'all know that's garbage. Yeah, I could have been doing something more useful, like learning this kind of stuff. So anyway, fingers up to the educational system. They got some changing to do, because I want some. There's a lot of, I understand, teaching people so they have the breadth and width of knowledge to make them, more associative out in public and in the communication space. But also there's a space where it says, teach me some useful stuff too. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that don't even make sense. That I don't even know. First of all, you telling me you handing out condoms. How are you gonna hand out condoms without the knowledge associated with this other stuff that comes along with a condom? You know what I'm saying? They hand out, here you go. Okay, so first of all, you're supposed to know what to do with the condom, and maybe you do whatever, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Where's the class for that? You ain't got one. Okay, then what happens if the condom break and I have a baby? Where's the class for that? Oh, you got to go to your local this and that. Your local. No, man. Look, if y'all gonna train, do the whole damn pipeline so I know what's going on. Anyway, I'll stop there. That's too much.
Well, and the thing is you can't answer what you don't know. And I tell people, part of the reason when I took this little crazy bullshit job, I stayed because I found out that from the inside, and this is why I got to get out people to stop trying to shame people. From the inside, I can help you. See, everybody can be on the outside and keep talking about what they think. But when you get somebody on the inside who can tell you some shit, stop shunning them. Go to them, ask them questions. See, again, Mark, once people knew that I was full of answers and would help them bankhead boys was calling me on a regular basis because I can tell you how to get around certain shit because I'm part of the system. But you keep listening to the street talking about this ain't going to happen because the street is full of naysayers, but they don't know nothing. And that's why we got to stop letting the streets run shit. Sometimes you got to suck your shit up. Yeah, you hate cops. But you know a kind of cool cop. Ask a motherfucker a question. Because I guarantee you, it never occurred to me to just walk up to people and start telling them this shit until I heard a dude talking about it. Man, the bitch won't let me see my kid. Bruh, what's going on? And he just talking. But I'm listening for one word. Because no matter what he's saying, until I hear legitimation, ain't nothing he's saying valid. Because the courts only recognize legitimation. And it's crazy because one dude didn't want to do it. And I said, I'm going to tell you a secret. I said, if you don't get your kids legitimated, your parents don't ever have a right to see your child. I said, because as soon as you get them legitimated, grandparents' rights kick in. But until then, if something happened, your grandparents can't even do shit. He did it for his grandparents. And people didn't know that. you know, your mama want to come in because something happened to you. Well, the child was never legitimated. They don't owe her a DNA test. So the grandparents who want to do something, they asked out. I don't care how much the baby look like you. I don't care how much the baby sound like you or none of that shit. So, but like I said, this is one of them things that I knew, but I don't know that people don't know. I don't know what their issue is with visitation. I don't know what their issue is, but it's one of the things that, as I learned, it happens so much to our brothers. Man, like I said, I was doing it on Facebook for free. I did it for brothers. This is all you got to do. But what if I ain't got no money? Tell them you're fucking indigent. They're going to give you this shit for free anyway. You ain't got, all you got to do is tell them you're indigent. Now, if you got some money, don't say that shit. Because if you tell them you're indigent, you show up in court with your little Tommy Hilfiger and your little fucking starter kit on, your ass is grass. It's all in the presentation. Don't come to court looking like a bum. But when you say you're indigent, hey, wear some jeans, wear an iron shirt with no fucking logo. You good. But, you know, and it's what I tell people, man, it's so many times, and that's why I appreciate Mark. I really do appreciate Mark. And there's a couple other brothers who fought for custody. And I tell you, I said, man, I know people who done did this shit, so don't keep saying that it don't happen. I know at least 8 brothers who fought for custody and got it. I ain't gonna tell you it was easy. And yeah, you shouldn't have to fight to see your kids. You shouldn't have to fight for custody. But it is what it is. Because as Joe was saying, for the longest, every court in America was for the mother. And it was because they knew most of us weren't shit. It wasn't because mothers were better. Black men just kept doing dumb shit. But once we got rolling, we could do this. But you got to know the right shit. You can't keep asking people who done lost. What's the purpose of asking a loser how to win some shit? They ain't never won shit. Why
But you learn in your losses.
Baker Mayfield about how to win a Super Bowl if Tom Brady sitting right there? Baker don't know shit. Oh,
that's true.
I don't like Tom Brady. He snubbed. I don't give a fuck. He know how to win a Super Bowl. Ask him what it takes. So you got a cop, you know a cop. Man, I don't really fuck with Poe like that. Man. He ain't gonna let me smoke weed. No, if you got a question, yeah, you gonna quit fucking smoking weed because you need something from me. And like I say, that street shit is it take over shit. It just take over shit that we start believing it because it's easy. It's easier for us to quit. Because I know, and Mark ain't never told me the whole story, but I know there were times Mark felt like giving up because he felt like the system just wasn't gonna work for him. Mm-hmm. And that's what they depend on. They depend on that. And you know, you just gotta we gotta get to a point where winning is more important than bitching. When you want to win, ladies and gentlemen, I got 4 black men on this show. We ain't rich, but damn it, we successful. And ain't now one of these 4, and we ain't never had this conversation. Ain't now one I'm gonna tell you this shit was ever easy. It was always something in our way. We had choices. We could just stick with status quo and be content where we were. Or we could just want a little bit more and a little bit more. And I'm going to say this. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. But when you get the right woman in your life, you're going to want even more than you thought you did because you're going to want her to have better because you ain't going to want that shit. But you're going to start doing shit, but it ain't going to never be easy. It ain't going to never be easy because your friends, and I seen this quote today, the people you surround yourself with, they're either your circle or they're your cage. And I was like, damn, that's some real shit right there.
Damn, that makes sense.
That's some real shit. Because your circle will keep you locked in because they ain't never did shit. And guess what? They don't want to see you do shit because you're going to leave them. And they want you to become part of the bitching club. I said, man, when I seen that shit just hit me like a fucking brick. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's some shit. But ladies, gentlemen, if y'all know somebody who's struggling with getting visitation or whatever, hey man, I'm telling you now, I will walk you through the shit for free.
No doubt.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get with Mo because Mo is the teacher in the group. Mo, find some dudes who have and we'll fucking do some webinars, seminars, or whatever that shit is.
All right, yeah.
Because none of us should be behind. Like I said, I know too many dudes who don't went through it. Like I say, I ain't gonna tell you shit easy, but it can be done. You got to put in some late work. Just like it was trying to catch that little pretty girl. She wasn't easy. You had to put some work in. They don't just give it to you. Once you get them, it's good. But you know, we gotta do better and quit being scared of knowledge and quit being scared of having to do something and quit being scared of, oh, what if I don't get it? Hell, Joe took tests. I'm sure he didn't get promoted every test, but did that stop him from taking tests? Nah. We don't all wanted something and didn't get it. But what do we do? Man, fuck it. They don't like me. The system always trying to keep me down. and which one of y'all ain't never heard that shit?
I didn't heard it.
It don't get you nowhere.
Then I also heard these niggas can't hold me back.
Right. And again, that's them two statements. Your friends either your circle or they're your cage. And when you start finding yourself in a cage, you got to break free because ain't nobody going to let you out that cage on their own. You're going to have to want out that cage. So, you know, hey, man, I appreciate y'all. That wasn't even part of what I want to talk about. But, hey, but like I say, what they always say, closed mouth don't get fed. Until you say shit, sometimes you don't know who knows shit. Sometimes you just got to say something. And all of a sudden, here come a wealth of fucking knowledge. But we keep trying to fight by ourselves. Let's not learn. If you don't know shit, why are you trying to fight by yourself? Facebook is a great tool, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fucking trillion groups on here. Join one of these groups that's got the problem that you got and find out how to get some shit. It's somebody there. Me and Mo met because he sent me one of his unautographed books, but I ain't gonna go into that.
This dude.
But Joe is. But and you know, again, Mo asked questions because I was a cop. And when I gave Mo my feedback, and I'm gonna just say, we're gonna just put in street term. Some of it was negative because I told him, hey, some of your concepts they based on civilians, they're not based on law. Mo took that shit.
You ain't like, oh, shit, okay, Joe.
But I didn't just sit there and say, oh, it's a bad book. I was like, no, Mo. I said, Mo, this is why this is like this. And Mo a civilian. He don't know what me and Joe know. So I can tell you why certain shit ain't what it appears to be. You asked a question about officer-involved shootings. For the past 5 years, I have said every county in this country, county, parish, whatever they want to call them, need a citizen review board that go to the academy. And I'm gonna take it past shooting. Every use of force should be reviewed by a citizen review board, and they go back and tell the people what happened and why it makes sense. Because if you just sitting on the outside and you ain't never had none of this shit happen to you, you ain't gonna know shit. And I can only go so many places. I've been to these civilian review boards. I'm sorry, I've been to some of these, it ain't what they call officer involved shooting things or use of force boards. And they're like, why they do this? Why they do that? I'm great at what I fucking do. We got a nice little spot shop in Roswell. I had to show these people these little hair pick combs, these phone guns, because they ain't never seen them before. So they don't understand why cops get nervous when someone put their phone down, because they ain't never seen it. But once you show them one, they like, oh. So now they understand. Because if Mo ain't never seen one, Mo can't understand why a cop take out his gun and keep saying, put the phone down. But Mark trying to film. Because Mark don't know nothing about it. But as a cop, hey, I know about him and I'm not finna take no chances. Bro, put the phone fucking down. But you don't want to put it down. You want to keep playing with it. We're not finna play these games, player. I know what these phone guns look like, and they look just like that phone. Put the fucking phone down. I got a right to film. Which constitutional right is that? Please tell me the Constitution where it says you got a right to film some shit. It don't. But you can't do this if you're a lay person and you ain't ever had to be put in this situation. But if we had a civilian review board who went to the academy and had to learn some of this shit, now they can explain it better to real world people. Because sometimes, what I tell you, Mo, sometimes when me and Joe talk, sometimes we're too technical. And we need people like you and Mark to ask us what certain phrases mean. But from professional, we have to use these phrases. Because saying anything else don't make sense. We have to use the phrase ability, opportunity, and jeopardy when it comes to shooting. Joe, well, have you ever heard of a cop being able to shoot because he was in fear of his life?
Yeah.
And that's why that guy y'all won't talk about, that shit confuses me. Because from a law enforcement standpoint, unless somebody has ability, opportunity, jeopardy, and preclusion, is what the smart people use, officers can't shoot. But every time I see one of these cases, they keep saying he was in fear of his life. What the fuck?
Yeah.
If we're being honest, Joe, ain't we scared most of the fucking shift?
Without a doubt.
So what I'm supposed to, I can go up and shoot everybody because I'm scared? No, they gotta do something specific. So every time I hear this shit, I look at the turn and I put them on my bullshit list. Officers cannot shoot because they scared. Officers cannot shoot because they are in fear of their life. Every fucking call I went on, I was in fear of my life. Mark know when I come to his door how many guns he got. I don't. I'm just coming there to give Mark a paper about fucking coming to court on visitation. But out of Chicago, Mark got a warrant for murder. I don't know that shit. Mark knows that. Every fucking door I knock on, I'm scared shit. I can't put my gun out. I can't. But I'm scared. Oh, if you're scared, you shouldn't have this job. You sound fucking stupid. You think firemen ain't scared when they go to fires? So they shouldn't have the job either? You gotta be
the number one?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
What's the number one killer? Yeah. What's the number one call that kills most policemen?
It was domestic violence.
Traffic
stops.
No,
I think they wanted two.
No, domestics. Domestics and a man with a gun call, man, I used to love those. I run hot to them. And it finally dawned on me, are you stupid? Well, you got to be a special kind of stupid. You know, you going hot to a man with a gun, everybody else is going the other way.
Oh, man, that's funny. That's hilarious.
So, you know, I'm glad we had this little time, but like I said, it's so much going into it. But a citizen review board could go back and explain to the community why certain things happen, because they can talk to the experts and they can bridge the gap. That's why I talk to you, Mo. You can translate some of what I'm saying back to regular people. What I tell people in that last group we had, some of y'all gonna hate me because I keep saying the same shit, but that's not the law. I don't care about your feelings. The law is specific. It does not allow for your sadness to have any bearing on nothing. Well, that don't make sense. Who cares? The law does not give a shit about common sense. And I'm gonna say this before I let y'all have y'all last word. That dude whose name y'all won't call because he ain't shit. The law that got Trayvon Martin killed, I'm sorry, that let Trayvon Martin legally get shot is still in existence because that dude didn't do shit to change it. Not shit. And Trayvon been dead how long?
At least 10 years.
Long time.
Let's just say you ain't a criminal attorney, but even of a civil rights attorney in this environment, why you ain't work to get that law changed? Because it could happen again and it's still the law. Everybody got mad. Oh, it wasn't murder. The law says he was defending his domain. Florida law still say if you come on my property, I can shoot you. I don't have to be in fear of shit. All you gotta do is cross my property line. I don't have to give you no warning. I don't have to say shit. All I gotta do is point and aim and pop. And you violated the law by trespassing. I think, and I want to say Florida and Texas, the only two places I know where you can just shoot somebody for trespass without saying something to them first. In Georgia, you got to say something first. But I think in Florida and Texas, you ain't got to say shit. Bang, bang. Why you shooting? It was trespassing. Oh, open and shut case. We're going to lock you up for optics. But we're going to let you go because if we keep you too long, guess what happens if they lock you up? You got a civil suit because they know you was following the law. They know you was following the law. But for the people who want to be upset, they got to make it look good. Oh, why they let him go so quick? Because once them 48 hours up, they know they ain't got no good case. They locked it up to shut the emotional people up. Because we so emotional, we don't understand what the law is because you won't go to one of Mo reading things like Mark did and find out what the law actually says. You keep listening to the street tell you some bullshit. Street law ain't never won shit. Ain't gonna never win shit. So anyway, I appreciate y'all. Let's get let's get some parting shots in. Let me see here. Mark, what you got?
Hey, man, great show as always, man. If you see somebody out there goddamn lost, and when I say lost, they need information, need some assistance, talk to them. Because like you say, listening to their homeboys or homegirls gonna keep them behind. Try to instill some knowledge in them and put them on the right path to get to where they need to be. Peace out, good people.
Let's see here. How do I do this? I'm still learning this shit right here.
You doing pretty good.
Joe Mo, what you got? Hey, I just want to say this, Joe. Comment, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I was watching Dexter. Why you always like you just coming back from cleaning up bodies and shit? You know what I'm saying?
I'll let you figure that out.
I'm glad I'm not using my phone.
Here, let me give you something. Just this 16th of March of 2026, an article came out of the LA Times, and my numbers are wrong. 64,000 to 75,000 Black women are missing. We only account for 14% of the population, yet we're 30 to 43% of the missing populace. And of that, 34% of the missing children in LA are Black.
That's crazy.
How many women missing? 64,000?
64 to 75,000.
Shit is crazy.
Yep. But you don't hear no outcry.
So figure this shit out. Let's see. Let me get out. Let me get
You got to get
one
Mo.
who's in charge.
Mo.
Let me get, since he was in charge, he's supposed to be keeping us straight.
Hey, what up, though? Hey, check it out, though. Oh, this dude. Why you treat me like that? All right, I'm back, boy. I had to make double interest. That's how good this information is. So check this out, though. DVP taught me this a long time ago. I didn't know, and I'm gonna tell y'all, gentlemen, make sure you legitimize. You probably don't even know what the hell it means, because I know I didn't when DVP said the information. But he done offered you guys a class. If you want the class, y'all can go through me. Look at the email address down at the bottom. The People Society Discussion at gmail.com. I'll get information to DVP and he'll set up a class and we'll get you all educated. All right. Now, the other thing is I have several free programs, from stock market class to childhood trauma discussions. It's free for you and your teen children. Same email address. Get in touch. And, I'm here for the people. That's why I'm here with these brothers. They out here doing good stuff. So I'm doing good stuff with them. And that's it.
Let's see here. Let's see. I guess I'm left.
And
I'm gonna just say this because I liked it and I heard it, and I'm gonna say it for the next 2-3 months. Your group of friends, they either become your circle or your cage. Choose wisely. So until next week, y'all know what it is, right? Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we out.
Peace.